We're live to play some council. Not like anybody's gonna show up, but you know, whatever. Let's get this going here. Paste that there. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. Let's get into some more council here. Tournament. Save game. Is this motherfucker ever gonna heal from this bruise? Like, god damn.
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately.
Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True, there is no chance of a unanimous vote. And he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
Oh, I can't say.
We shall shortly find out, so let's take the lead.
What do you mean?
I don't want to tell him
His
the
plan
plan,
begins
but,
with Louisiana, which is still yours.
Fuck me over in the long run.
He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably.
Yeah, I'm playing the council.
He will try
yeah.
to convince you
I just
by
saw your
every
message, Jason, but I was just
possible
going live when.
Whatever he says,
I got
whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. And on your own territory, in your homes.
I finished
Spain
Life is Strange True Colors yesterday. It was pretty good, but nowhere near as good as the first two
You
games.
too, Duchess Hillsborough. You
Life
will
is
speak
Strange
to the
and,
Queen, so
Before
that
the
Great
Storm.
Britain commits to going to war with France.
Had a nice twist though
What do
in
you
there.
expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
What do you think? That they hold a mass? They will go to war, of course. What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France. Militarily, politically, and financially.
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The Order will have to act in France. But even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now.
Yeah, Elvis is like
Leave
a
me
2.5
now.
hour long
I have
movie.
to prepare
so.
for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please. Thank you for signing with me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
I'll do my best.
You should go right away. There's
I
no
have a
time to
feeling that
lose.
when I go to Washington, it's going to be
already
one of
has
those
a head start on
confrontations,
us.
and we see how
Very
good
well.
I am at those.
I'll go right away.
Try to convince Washington. Alright.
Let me in, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that's impossible.
I beat Life is Strange Before the Storm. I just got the bonus episode to do. Oh, yeah, what'd you think of it?
I'm looking for President Washington. Would you know where he is by any chance?
Unfortunately not, sir. All I can say to sir is that the president is no longer in the conference room.
All right. I'll go looking for him myself.
It was crazy. If you think that was crazy, boy, I can't wait for you to play Life is Strange, man. It's gonna rock your fucking head, man.
Come now. There's nothing secret going on in there. Let me in.
Oh, I am sorry, but I cannot say, sir. I am to follow Lord Mortimer's instructions.
Thank you.
Have a good evening, sir.
I picked up the soundtrack. I got real lucky on getting a copy of the soundtrack of Life is Strange Before the Storm on eBay. I got it for $5. I'm trying to find a copy of the first game, but like it is, man, it's harder than a left-hand turn downtown, man. Let me tell you. Washington. It's probably upstairs in his room. Cause that first soundtrack, man, is fucking fire, man. Jose Gonzalez Crosses, Sid Matters, To All of You, fucking fire ass songs. Whoa, what happened here?
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
Somehow I messed up, and the mom didn't meet Rachel though. I think, yeah, there's a, when you have the conversation with her mom at the old mill, you have to do the conversation a certain way in order for her to come and meet Rachel. I forgot what it is, but if you make one wrong decision on one of the fucking things, she doesn't come. I didn't get her to come either. So, giggity.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial.
Oh, yeah,
No
sorry, I read
space
this
left. I'll retrieve it later.
What happened to Peru's room here? And where is Peru? That's a better question. Okay, wait a minute. No. Ah, there we go. Saw that.
The Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with his guests.
Alright, so I was just supposed to come in here and just look at the shit? Alright, I guess. I want to say when you're having the conversation with Rachel's mom, you have to say, please don't go. And then she'll come and see you, but I'm not for sure on that.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
And in the end, I chose to tell. So yeah, I couldn't fucking, yeah, when they gave me that choice, they're like, hide the truth from her, or tell her the truth. I was just like, I can't. You know, again, it's like the ending of fucking, I won't spoil it, but it was like the ending of Life is Strange. Like, I was like, I can't build this fucking relationship with these characters just to pick the other thing, you know? And that's how I felt with that. I was just like, I can't lie to her after all the shit that we've been through, you know? So... But if you get a minute later, listen to "Burn It Down" by Daughter, the group Daughter. It's one of the, it's like the main song from the Before the Storm soundtrack. Awesome fucking song, dude. Oh my god, it's so good. Washington. Why isn't he in his room? I figured he would be here. Huh. Maybe he's in Mortimer's room, maybe?
Locked.
President's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, you can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
Dear Mr. President, your addiction is jeopardizing the exercise of your office and duties, my friend. I regret. I see no other solution but to stop your daily intake. Ooh. Okay. Where is Washington then?
Louis? What are you doing in my room?
Mr. President, I won't beat around the bush. I came to persuade you not to follow Lord Mortimer on this one.
I appreciate your forthrightness, Louis. That will save us some time. Well, since you're here, can I get you something to drink?
No, thank you.
Yeah, the second one's its own story.
As you wish. Well, Louis, it's getting late, and this is not my first conference, so let's get straight to the point. You are here to motivate me to change sides.
I hope you're not angry at me. I know that you...
Louis, we are not children. You have your reasons. You will understand that your word no longer holds any value for me, but these things do happen. I only hope you know what you're doing. This is your first conference, and not following the Master of Ceremony who backed you seems somewhat perilous. But you are young, after all. So what can I do for you?
Look at a map of the world, Mr. President. You have no chance. Your only ally in Mortimer's plan is France. And look at the noose tightening around it. All of Europe is rising against it right now. France has no chance.
That's where you're wrong, Louis. I expect no direct support from France. That is not their role.
But what do you mean?
You ought to have come with us, Louis. I would have been pleased to explain everything to you.
But I
know.
Fuck!
It's beyond you.
Come on.
Anyway, you haven't really said what you wanted to say. Tell me, Louis, what have you come here to sell me?
You should join home.
And why would I do that?
Yeah.
I regret to have to resort to such extreme measures, but if you really care about your career, Mr. President, I must ask you to follow me.
I beg your pardon, Louis? Do I detect a threat in your voice, my boy?
You're addicted to laudanum. We both know that this is a powerful opiate that you take on a daily basis to excess. If you don't want it to be disclosed publicly, I entreat you to change sides, Mr. President.
Louis, I was wrong about you. You learn even quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, the fact that you are here trying to blackmail me only makes me cringe even more. You are now walking a dangerous path, young man. I would never give in to this sort of tactic. Do you have any persuasive arguments? Listen, Louis. If I had any doubts about Lord Mortimer's project, I stand reassured now. I hope Sir Gregory has more tricks up his sleeve than you do, because I regret to inform you that, as far as politics is concerned, you've got a lot to learn. But you are still young, so don't worry. On that note, I would like to get some sleep. Please leave me now.
Good night, Mr. President.
Shit. That was a failure.
Yeah, no shit.
There's nothing more I can do except wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
I hate those fucking confrontations, man. I'm no good at them. If my parents feel like it, I might see if we can stop at GameTop, see if I can get life insurance. Probably cheaper there than... yeah. It might be, because I found, I mean, like, I know you don't have video games, etc. there, but I found mine at video games, etc. I got it for like 12 bucks. How much was mine? 12 bucks, right? Let me see. Oh no, mine was 14. Mine's had the price tag on it, so. This is my room, right?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Where the hell's my room at? Oh, right here. I passed it.
Huh, that's me.
There we go. I hate these goddamn confrontations, man. Shit. Overall, this is a decent game. I've got my like $5 worth out of it. I mean, that's how much I paid for it. Was the $5. Better than 20 than what GameStop wanted. So, you know, GameStop wanted $20 for this used.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Oh, you're back.
Duchess,
Hello,
you're
Mama.
here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir.
Giggity.
Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
Not at all.
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, congratulations on choosing Sir Gregory this evening. You surprised me. I wasn't expecting it.
Why, Emily, can't you read me like an open book?
Not as well as you read me, it would seem.
I'll teach you if you'd like.
There's nothing I'd like more.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Oh, yeah. Emily came to get her some fucking dick. Or, yeah, Emily. Yeah, Emma's her sister.
Come, Louis.
Oh, Louis gonna come, alright. Nope, another vision.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him.
He looks like he can be trusted.
Why isn't he with us? He was opposed to Mortimer.
I'll wait and see. I'm still not sure of his position.
And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here?
She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, yeah,
isn't
she's
it
busy,
time to
alright.
replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her.
What are
Oh,
you
she
doing
has an
about
important
Washington?
figure. Okay, I'll stop.
He will be a hard nut to crack. On our
Giggity.
chessboard, he is Mortimer's king.
Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing. To keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim.
He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. I have asked Monsieur de Richet to approach him.
Yeah, he already
Let
fucked
us
that
have
up.
faith in him. I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
Yet he is Mortimer's strong arm in France.
He knows his time has come, and I believe he's intelligent enough to realize it means he is no longer any use to Mortimer. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Well, shit. Okay, it's been like 3 days, man. That eye should be cleaning up some now.
Emily?
Oh, Emily, hit it and quit it, man.
Are you there?
Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
You're her secret shame.
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
How meta.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff. Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions. Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luc Manuel?
Against, of course. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course. And I will add for your benefit, Sir Gregory, that next time you send someone to try to persuade me to change sides, choose someone with a minimum of experience.
Oh, I won't forget, Mr. President.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, really?
Let's end the charade.
I didn't like this guy at first, but he's growing on me, man.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jack, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
Derichet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Jack, don't do it. You're a father. You owe it to...
You bastard!
Well, shit. Okay. Well, that worked out so well. You know, yeah, give me linguistics. Trait unlocked, inconsistent. Yeah. These confrontations that they give are just fucking difficult, man. I've been beaten the shit out of. Now I've been shot.
Ah, it looks like he's coming around.
You gave us a mighty fright, sir.
A veritable force of nature. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Sarah's boy, all right.
Hi, Ann, Jason.
Slowly,
Hey, Diana.
Louis. Take your time.
Mr. President? I've got a bat.
Careful, you haven't fully recovered.
You've had rather a close call, Louis. We're all relieved to see you back with us. My friends, this is a great relief to us all. But please, let Louis recover now. See you later. Get some rest.
Wait, Emily, stay with me. I can finally get this piece of amber up here now that I have agility.
Amber crystals.
Can I help you?
Slowly now. It's a miracle that you're still alive, so let's not
What do you
force
think about
it.
WWE?
Yes.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out Monday.
The bastard really let me have it.
You have given us a fine lesson in courage, Louis. Can't say it's done you much good. But still, not everyone would have done it.
What's happened to Peru?
He has withdrawn into silence. Lord Mortimer gave him something to calm him down, and let's just say it was a healthy dose. He's locked in his room in a nearly catatonic state. Of course, Mortimer is less than happy about it.
Meaning?
Well, it's one less vote for the conference.
You know my position. I'm not going to cry about it. But join us. I'm sure that Sir Gregory would be delighted to have you aboard.
You never give up, do you?
You're the one who brought the subject up, Mr. President.
What would you say to a cup of herbal tea? It'll do you a world of good.
With pleasure.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me.
That is true. You've been beaten, you've been fucking shot at, you have found dead bodies.
Louis,
fuck, what else?
open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming!
Louis! Ah, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry. Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge your sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Wrong way.
do believe that's Emily's voice. I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick. Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
Okay. So... Damn. Thought that'd be the way in. No? Fuck. Find a way to get in. Okay. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Maybe Napoleon's room? Yeah, go to Napoleon's room.
To get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
What?
No way. It's too sturdy.
Man, fuck.
How could you do that to me?
It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me.
What on earth is...
Damn.
Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk after everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You pretty little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on, then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on, then. Shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot. Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Well,
that's a good question.
Louis, come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival, who was with us on the wharf?
Cardinal Piaggi, who couldn't stop talking. Louis, I already told her about our arrival. I know, because I was there. The Cardinal went up. You felt poorly, Louis, and I offered you my handkerchief. I was there.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
When we arrived at the manor, someone was already present in the Great Hall. Who was it?
President Washington.
Fuck,
She knows about this
that's
right
right.
as well. I'm warning you. Obviously, I told you.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Did we get a chance to speak?
Certainly not. I was exhausted and went to bed. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this. I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
That night, we were in Mortimer's private gallery. In that gallery, something moved you. What was it?
A cameo.
Why?
You know very well why.
I want you to tell me, why did the cameo move you?
Because I thought it was my sister's. I was worried sick that something had happened to her, and I was running through the manor looking for the bitch when... Stop lying, Emma. You know full well the real reason I was there was because of the Al-Azif. Liar! I was there! I haven't even got a cameo! That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well, let's talk about us. Describe last night, please.
Louis, it's embarrassing. You know full well what I did last night.
I want to hear you say it.
We spent it together, of course. What? I came to your room after the conference, and excuse me if I don't go into the details, but I was mightily impressed. What did you do? Look how you are reacting, Emma. It's not surprising I didn't tell you about my night with Louis. You slut!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
Oh, number 10.
You are Emily Hillsborough.
I knew you wouldn't get it wrong, Louis. No! You little bitch!
Watch out, Louis!
No!
Hell, what have I done?
See what you've done. See.
Louis? What on earth is going on?
Mother!
Go. You must leave. Everyone's going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Go! Go, Mother! No one must find you here.
Go.
Come, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
Oh my gosh,
But I
you
leave
have a
us.
fucking hand.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I'm coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her, please. Go, I'll cover you.
What? What are you doing there? Stop!
God damn it. Now what's going on?
Beg pardon? So we're just gonna skip over the fact that he's just laying out here, huh? Okay, that's... Wait, no, wait, that can't be right. So we're just gonna skip over the fact that he's laying out here. Are you shitting me? Okay, I guess.
Good God. They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer? Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Oh boy. Oh, man. Oh, shit, I'm down here. Mother.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here. I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You're the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only... Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and logical. I know you are going to find it hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true. Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess. Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volner to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those 2.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Yes, in fact. His secret study? The conference?
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
Aha.
And without any security or personnel. I went beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Holm are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand, and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes, written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? Yes, I did. Why?
Too bad. We'll deal with it later. Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him, or rather he found me. He was young, charismatic, he was flamboyant.
Mortimer.
You mean Mortimer?
He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
He was already old in those days, wasn't he? So you recognized him when you arrived on the island, right?
No, he wasn't in that body. But I know it was him. I swear it was him. The way he spoke, his posture, a few of his intonations, his mannerisms.
Wait a minute. You were talking about 60 years ago. I've lost the thread.
Yes, sorry. He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid.
Damn.
You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute. One last thing. What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
You're probably right. What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
Mother, I won't take a step further if you don't answer me.
You dare blackmail me?
I'm listening.
All right, I used her. So there you are. Happy now? We had the Al-Azif, and I didn't think we would be able to escape with it. In order to ensure that the book did not fall into their hands, or that one of them couldn't read in us where we had hidden it, I asked Emily to...
It's Emma.
Yes, or rather for me, it was Emily. So I asked Emma to hide it without anyone seeing. And then I disposed of her. I am sorry for her, but she was part of the Golden Order, Louis. She knew the rules when she joined.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that. I shall show you.
Samuel Ritter du Choix. You wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
Good. I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He demands that the Spanish hand over Louisiana to France.
Oh, knowing him, it won't stop there. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
So is she gonna show me what happened with her hand, or...
Are you gonna tell me why we're here?
There. That's why we are here.
Alright, let's see here.
Reassure me, we aren't going to have to force that one, are we?
I don't think we're even capable of doing it. You're going to have to find a way to open it.
Why, of course. And what's inside?
Something to vanquish them with?
Perfect. So, how does it open?
We'll need several keys. I found a note from the architect who conceived the mechanism in Mortimer's secret study. We have to first gather 6 objects before we try anything.
Are your 6 objects the keys?
Exactly. We have the Clement III cross, the nails, the Gutenberg Bible, the exegesis of Judas, an armillary sphere, and all we need to match up the dates between the different calendars.
Why a cross?
Well, I haven't the foggiest idea, but it just so happens that's what you are going to use to activate the mechanism. I found the one Mortimer kept. It belonged to Cardinal Guibert, better known by the name of Pope Clement III.
Perfect. Where is it?
Unfortunately, I've lost it. When I lost my hand, I went dashing out, and it must have fallen from my pocket.
Well, otherwise I can always go and see Piaggi. He's a cardinal after all.
Some nails?
Don't ask me. I'm not the one who made the mechanism, you know. When I arrived, there were already a few of them inserted, so I didn't have to worry about those. On the other hand, I remember seeing some in Mortimer's secret study, behind his nightmare.
In a golden cup? Yes. Yes, I saw them too.
Perfect. It will be easy for you to find them then. You need 3 of them.
Very well.
You remember what to do about the rollers. 1191 to enter, and 6466 to exit.
Of course. Exegesis. Anything else?
Did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
To open the chimney? Yes, absolutely.
So you've already come across it. It's the Bible of Judas that is exposed in the secret room behind the chimney.
Why do they call it an exegesis?
Because that's what it is, and not an apocryphal Bible, strictly speaking. It's the study of a text with a summary, not an actual Bible. Anyway, well done for the Gorgon. You did well. You didn't get tricked by the light bouncing back.
Thanks. Do you think I can take it safely?
We haven't got a choice, Louis. Without it, we won't be able to work out this cursed mechanism.
There's one in the portrait gallery.
That's right.
You still believe it's in the tower room, don't you?
I don't know. There is only one way to find out, though.
Right. I shall go and see. There's one in the portrait gallery.
Yes, but it's enormous. If you don't want to have to go back and forth several times,
some
then
of the puzzles are kind of a pain in the
one.
fucking ass,
what did you
but
do then?
overall, I mean,
I'd
I've gotten
one.
my $5 worth
I
out
started
of it.
without one, and I lost my hand before I did need one. And you can see the result.
What do you mean by the concordance of dates, exactly?
Don't worry about that. We already have them. They are written on the back of the message I just gave you. One last thing before you go. Be very careful.
That's all. I've got my $5. Some of them, like I said, some of the puzzles are a pain in the ass.
Spies of Mortimer or Holm.
Hold on a sec.
Don't ever confide in anyone because a demon can slip inside them at any moment.
Wait, not all of them though. Take Washington.
Especially Washington. He's been conditioned by Mortimer for years. Look at them, for crying out loud. How do you explain their behavior otherwise? The most influential politicians in the Western world gather together without the least protection, without a single aid to assist them, to participate in a conference during which the guests start dropping like flies. Me, Adams, Peru, Hillsborough. Look at the number of calamities that have happened over the past few days. And not one of them has asked to leave the island? Do you find that normal? You'll see. Go up to the manor to look for the keys, and I wager not one of them will speak to you about my being in Emily's room.
Do you think so?
Go on, you'll see. And come back with all the objects in one go. Time is against us. And remember, the code to get out of the secret office is 6646.
God damn it, would you yeah, the voice acting doesn't really bother me. Alright, so I need the cross. Okay, alright. Where the fuck am I? Okay. Alright, so this must be the big mission of the game. I gotta get... What the hell is this? Okay. Fuck. Wrong way. The voice acting actually reminds me a lot of like Life is Strange, because like the words don't match up to the mouth. Oh, okay, let's go here first. What the hell is this?
Right. It's definitely an armillary sphere, but I have to find one that I can take with me. Otherwise I risk drawing too much attention to my comings and goings. Now, where can I find a smaller one? Right. Let's see if the statues are in place yet.
Okay. So we need you there. We need...
The lantern is already in the right position, turned toward the shield. The sword toward the Gorgon. That's good. It's in the right place. That statue is not positioned correctly.
It's toward the lantern.
Shield toward the sword. Well, that's good. The statue is already in the right place.
Okay, so then
that statue is not positioned correctly.
Toward the shield. There we go.
Open sesame.
Alright, where's that stupid book at?
So that's Pandora's box? An urn? Mother seemed worried that I was able to open it. I wonder why. So that's the exegesis of Judas. I hope Mortimer doesn't read it very often, otherwise he's going to notice that someone's stolen it. But that's just too bad. I need it.
Alright, we got that.
Right. I've got what I need. Now let's not waste any more time.
And yeah, considering that GameStop wanted $20 for like a physical copy, I figured $5.49 on the PlayStation Store, you know, was a pretty damn good deal. Where am I at? Oh, yeah.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Left key. And use right key. Oh man, I did all that for Carmelite water. I never even heard of this game. Ooh, royal jelly, jackpot. Well, again, you know, since I got into like these choice-based games, I think that's how I found out about it. Was fucking I was at GameStop and I saw the console, and I was like, oh, let me read this, see what this is about. And I was like, oh, okay, this seems like something I would like, but I didn't want to take a risk on it for $20. So then they said the first episode was free on PlayStation Store. So I was like, alright. I forgot about it. Well, like, I got done, there was something I got done playing, so I was like, oh shit, I forgot that episode of the console is for free on PlayStation Store. Let me go get it. So I go to go get it, and I see that it's on sale for like $5.49. I was like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it. If I can get the whole game for fucking $5, fucking A, I'm just gonna buy it then. Exactly. That's what I was like. I was like, all right, I can play the first episode for free, because that's how I got hooked on Life is Strange. I bought Before the Storm because it's the prequel, and I was like, all right, I'll play that. Well, my copy of Before the Storm came with the first episode of Life is Strange for free. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll play it and just see what it's like, and fucking fell in love with it. That's how I got hooked on Life is Strange. So the next time I went to a different video games, etc. store here, I walked in, they had a copy of the full game. I was like, fucking A, you know? And you're like, holy shit, Life is... Oh, God, yeah. Like, oh yeah, if you would have told me, I would have liked Life is Strange. Oh yeah, and by the way, I played the third one. I got done finishing the third one yesterday, and it was okay. You know, it is nowhere near as good as you know, Before the Storm and the first one, but it was decent. You know, it was decent to play. It had a nice twist in there. The twist in there, I was just like, oh, I did not see that one coming. You know?
Of course.
Alright, where's the nails at? Yeah, like I said, I only played it because Steph from Before the Storm is actually in the game. So I was like, alright, well, since there's like some connection to those games, I'll actually play it. So that's why I was just like, okay, just take the fucking nails. I don't need to analyze them. Take them. Yeah, I got the nails. Where's the Armley Spear at? Is what I need.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here. 6466, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Okay. Is this the tower room? Is this what this is? Oh, you see there's another Man of Medan. Yeah, yeah, the devil inside me. That shit looks fucking dope. Is this the tower room? I'm confused. Sarah's note used by Emma in the tower room. No, this can't be the tower room, can it? Okay. Fuck it, we're gonna figure it out later. What the fuck was the tower room? I can't remember that. Oh, the map. How do I get to the map? Options. Back to menu. No, what the fuck? How do I... God damn it. Can't remember what the fuck the tower room is. And it won't let me look at my shit. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why. God damn it. There it is. Alright, let's see here. Tower room. Tower room. Library. Dining hall. Great Hall of Zeus. Forecourt. Small assembly. What? There's no tower room. Oh. Oh, okay. I'll see how it is. Go back upstairs. David Shea's room, the balcony. Isabella's room, Bonaparte's room, Per's room. Tower room. Ah, jackpot. Did I go the right way? Yes. Oh, that's right. The fucking... Okay, I remember now.
Ah, Louis. Glad you're here.
Blasted. He's gonna...
Disconcerted. Someone threw you off balance. The cost of effort points increases when using your skills. Use a golden elixir.
How about my mother?
Come and see what I've found. There are pieces of paper in the ashes of the chimney. Someone's been burning something here.
Incredible. He doesn't seem to want to speak to me about what happened between my mother and the Hillsborough sisters.
Show me a little.
Look, it's possible to distinguish two different writing styles.
The rest of the correspondence between my mother and Emma.
Someone tried to burn an exchange of messages. I'm certain. There must be more.
Shit. What on earth is he doing?
If you want my opinion, a servant must have burnt some old papers. That's all.
Why, of course. You very nearly made me think that you were trying to hide something, Louis. No, I'm sure there must be other hidden messages.
He won't let go. He's going to work his way back to the Bible if he continues.
God damn it, I keep hitting the wrong one. Shit.
Bible's still there.
So I just need a cross. And the spear. Where the fuck is the spear at?
Hey, look, there.
No, I don't see anything.
Come, Louis, look. Someone's clearly drawn a 4 in the dust. I have a clue.
He's going to be disappointed when he sees the Bible's disappeared.
Now I just gotta go Cardinal's room. Is this it right here?
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
No, it's Von Mulder. Oh wait, no, he was staying by me, so I got a ways to go here. Mr. Adams was killed, so that means his room is right there. There it is.
Ah, Louis, come in.
I already did.
Your timing is impeccable. I wanted to have a word with you.
Oh, here we go.
I was wondering how you are getting on in your search for our poor Sarah. You must have made some progress, I should think. I am terribly worried about her, you know.
Come on, get out of here, Louis. You're in a hurry.
Any news of her?
Nope.
Unfortunately not. No.
Are you sure? You know, Louis, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I sense you are worried and that you are not telling me everything. What exactly did you come looking for in my room?
What do you mean?
Louis, I was not born yesterday. When you came in, I saw in your face a hint of disappointment at finding me here. I concluded that you were hoping you wouldn't run into me. You came here for something else.
No. You're mistaken. I was just passing by. I shall leave you, Your Eminence. I wouldn't want to take up your time.
As you wish, Louis. See you later.
I have no time to lose, so I might as well not bother him.
Alright, where the fuck do I find the last thing at, man? Wrong one. I don't even know where to begin to look for this spear. back this way.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Anything here that can be used as a sphere? Have I been in this room?
The signs of obscurantism.
Nope. Because I don't remember that shit. Just got home. Cool. Aha!
An armillary sphere. Perfect. That will save me some time. I only hope that he isn't going to realize it right away.
Gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah, seeing Movies Are USA has the black phone. That's awesome. Got an email. Yeah, I messaged Joe, and I was like, hey, I know you're sending me Hardcore Pawn whenever you send the next box, but if it ain't too trouble, can you throw me a Bob's Burgers the movie? If not, you know, no problem. He was just like, I already planned on sending you one. I was like, you the man, Joe. Although I've been watching some of the movie on Hulu. I might get Black Phone. Ethan Hawke was awesome, and I never picture him playing a role like that without. Yeah, I've been wanting to check that out. I just haven't gotten around to it. I heard isn't Robert Englund in Black Phone? Mother, I have all the stuff. Did you just literally stand here and wait for me?
So, good. You've managed to gather all the keys.
Yes, that's right. I have everything. What should I start with?
Place the Clement III cross on the console. Then you have to put the nails on the disc of the door.
What theme did you start with?
As the fresco shows the birth of Christ, I placed one nail in Bethlehem, one in chapter 2, and one in verse 6. The iris opened a little. I thought it was normal. Behind the aperture of the iris, there is a duct in which I put my hand. I felt something like a valve at the bottom. I thought by turning it the door would open, or the iris would open completely, or something else would happen. Instead, I felt something like an axe cut off my hand. I really thought it was the end of me.
What did you do then?
Well, although I had made some unfortunate choices, I was lucky in that Mortimer was well stocked with drugs. I raided his supplies of medicine.
What hole should I put the nails in?
Well, I can't really advise you there, because I haven't exactly made the best choices myself. All I can say is that you have to insert 1 to choose a town, 1 to choose a chapter, and 1 to choose a verse. Those are Roman numerals on the disc.
All right, my turn now.
Go ahead, impress me. I'll shut up and let you concentrate.
Alright. Well, first we need that. Boom.
This exegesis contains comments from Judas on the different Gospels. It only contains certain chapters and verses, and the chapters are indicated by Roman numerals. The lexicon refers to different chapters and verses from the exegesis of Judas. Chapter 5, verse 2. Jesus cures the sick and lame on the 8th of Adar, 3791, in Jerusalem, at the pool of Bethesda. All stand
God, we got
and
another
fling
Bible
away their
puzzle.
pains.
God, the last one about killed me.
Chapter 5, verse 2. Now, there is at Jerusalem, by the sheep market, a pool, which is called, in the Hebrew tongue, Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of the blind, halting, and withered, waiting for the moving of the water. Jesus saith unto him, Rise, take up thy bed, and walk. And immediately the man was made whole, and took up his bed, and walked. And on the same day was the Sabbath. Chapter 2, verse 6. Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Tebeth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem. The cycle of the moons has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now.
Fresco. Analyze the whole door.
It looks like there are 3 types of inscriptions. Clearly, we have names of towns, Arabian numerals, and Roman numerals. These towns have one thing in common. They're all related to the life and death of Jesus. For example, Jordan is the place of the baptism of Christ.
Okay, wait. Go back to this again. Hold on. 'Cause I think I know where the nails go. Hold on.
Chapter 2, verse 6. Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem.
Towns. Bethlehem.
Chapter 2, verse 6. Jesus was born of Mary and Joseph on the 22nd of Teveth at midnight, 3762, in the village of Bethlehem.
Wait a minute, that's what she picked though. This is verse 2 and 6, so that's what cut her hand off. Okay, so wait a minute. So, themes, is death a theme? Go here.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem. Chapter 14, verse 22. And as they did eat, Jesus took bread and blessed and broke it, and gave to them and said, "Take, eat. This is my body." And he took the cup, and when he'd given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it.
Aha. Okay, go back to the lexicon. Towns. Jerusalem.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793, Jesus shared his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem.
1422. That was right.
Chapter 14, verse 22. On the 7th of Nisan, 3793,
Okay. I had to write it down.
Jesus
so I
shared
remember.
his Last Supper in the Cenacle in Jerusalem.
Okay, I could be wrong, but I think I may have this. We're gonna try it. Insert analyze the fresco.
Fresco clearly shows the birth of Christ.
Louis, I can assure you that that is not the solution to this enigma.
Yeah.
This fresco's only purpose is to mislead. I know that now. Please, focus on another theme about Christ.
Well, I'll have to trust her.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it's definitely a representation of the birth of Christ, but some of the details have flaked away. I can't see any other clues. One thing is for sure, this enigma deals with the life of Jesus, like my mother said.
Okay. I think I got it. Okay. Jerusalem. 14. $22.
Interesting.
Louis, you are doing what I've already done. I told you it wouldn't work. You need to find another subject than the birth of Christ.
Really? Why wouldn't that be right? Will's robbing more places. But But that would have to be right, because if it's not about it, all the verses are about life and death. The Last Supper was the last thing he did before his death. Oh, I didn't see crucifixion.
Chapter 19, verse 17. Jesus was crucified on the 8th of Nisan, 3793, in a place near Jerusalem. The Romans put a crown of thorns on his head. Chapter 19, verse 17. And he, bearing his cross, went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him, and 2 others with him, on either side, and Jesus in the midst.
Okay, let's try 1917 Jerusalem. I'm pretty sure the city I need is Jerusalem. I'm fairly certain. Okay. So, we'll take this one out. Where's 19? 19, there we go. 19, 17. See, nothing happened. Okay, you know what? I'm going back to mine. I'm going to put my hand in and find out what happens. Oh, wrong one, sorry.
Interesting.
Louis, you are doing what I've already done. I told you it wouldn't work. You need to find another subject than the birth of Christ.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Are you sure you've chosen the right theme, Louis? Good luck.
Take my arm out. Resurrection.
Chapter 24, verse 3. Jesus rose from the dead on the 14th of Nisan, 3793, in Nazareth. He appeared with a halo above his head. Chapter 24, verse 3. But when they entered, they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus. While they were wondering about this, suddenly 2 men in clothes that gleamed like lightning stood beside them. In their fright, the women bowed down with their faces to the ground. But the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He is not here. He has risen. Remember how he told you while he was still with you in Galilee."
I just feel this is right. I'm gonna do it.
I can feel the lever at the bottom.
Are you sure you've chosen the right theme, Louis? Good luck. Louis!
Damn it. I was fairly certain that was it. The spearhead.
I sense that Mr. Peru is about to surprise us too.
I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost.
Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart.
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering.
Louis, you really must learn to conceal your weaknesses better. If you don't want your foes to use them against you.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
It is the natural order of things, Monsieur de Richet. There have always been men who govern other men. That is simply the way it is.
History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
I like how they do the recaps.
I'm going to open this damn door and skin you alive. You're not going to get the better of us.
Mother?
Louis, you've come around. How do you feel?
It hurts. Mother? I can't feel my arm.
Louis, I had to cauterize it with what I could find.
Where's my arm?
We'll get through this, Louis. Don't worry. I think I found a solution. You'll see.
We gotta leave. No, don't put your arm in there.
Louis, we can't leave without it. It's our last chance. I need to see this through to the end. I must do it. We've done it, Louis.
Stubborn as a mule.
Come on, up you get. I'll help you. Easy does it. You've lost a lot of blood.
And now what?
Let's take what we came for.
Wait. I've gotta know what I did wrong.
That is one fearsome mechanism. In fact, if I hadn't watched you beforehand, I would never have found the right combination.
Tell me, where did I go wrong? The 3 nails? Yes, it's true. They let you open the iris.
Yes, but you still need to find the right theme, don't you? The fresco was a trap. Apart from the fresco, everything pointed to the crucifixion. The things that make it possible to activate the mechanism are associated with the crucifixion. The cross to activate the mechanism, and the nails to choose a date.
Oh, okay.
What did you do once you uncovered the iris?
I matched the icon of the crown of thorns with the town of Golgotha, where the crucifixion took place.
Well, how did you manage to crack the puzzle?
Then I had to link the crown of thorns to the date of the crucifixion, according to the exegesis. But I failed to understand the first time. With that theme in mind, I chose 26M, which represents the 26th of March. To conclude, I had to use the armillary sphere to find the moon corresponding to the day of the crucifixion, which turned out to be in the first quarter. All that was left to do was to link all those elements on the same axis.
See, I knew it had something to do with his death, though. I was on the right track there. I knew it had something to do with his death. That's why I went to the Last Supper. Because I figured it had something to do with his death. And I figured the Last Supper was like, the last thing before his crucifixion. So I was in the ballpark there.
But where are we?
I don't know, but we better not hang around. Do you know what we're looking for?
We have to find that weapon. What do you know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
The what?
The Lance of Longinus the Centurion.
Oh, that? That's what we come to find? The lance that a centurion stuck in the side of Christ at his crucifixion?
That's it.
Seriously? You don't really believe that fable, do you?
Every fable is founded on true events. I'm not saying that everything adds up, but imagine if it really did exist.
Very well. Now what?
Well, now you know what you need to find.
Pardon?
I have to get to the wharf to prepare our departure. Let's get off this cursed island as quickly as we can. We shall come back when we are ready and armed.
But hang on.
Louis, let's first get to safety. We shall come back when we have the upper hand. Fear not. You take care of getting the lance. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
Hang on. At least tell me everything you know about this lance.
But I have never seen it. There's nothing else I can say, Louis. Well, you can always go snooping around Mortimer's study. I remember seeing paintings of Longinus there.
All right, we'll do it your way.
One more thing. If they find you in possession of the lance, they won't let you get away with it. Choose only one and hide it under your jacket so you don't get caught with it. Then run and meet me on the wharf.
And if I get caught?
If they catch you in possession of the lance, we're all doomed. Do you understand?
Perfectly.
Good. And go talk to Piaggi. He's the one who probably knows the most about this.
So let's get this right now. I've been beaten, I've been shot at, now I've lost a fucking hand. How can I just go up there without a hand and not question it? Like, he's gonna be like, so, how are you tonight? And I'm just there without a fucking hand. Wait a minute, there's something there. Something here. Aha. I don't think he's gonna tell me. I don't understand how I'm just gonna show up with like without a fucking arm, and he's just gonna be like, "Oh yeah, so what's up?" You know? My cousin's son is 16. I think he may go to prison. He hit a van and killed a... Whoa. Oh, and running from the cops? God damn, dude. Did he do it on purpose?
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Okay. Sure, but I'm sure the cops may get him for murder. It's crazy. God damn. Where am I going? Piaggi. If I show up to Piaggi and he mentions nothing about my fucking hand, this game has lost all fucking logic whatsoever. That's what I'm like. It should have healed by now. Plus, I just lost part of my arm because I misread the Bible. But I was close. I was in the ballpark
I bet
of
he
it.
went back to stuffing himself.
Motherfucker, he's not here. Oh, it must be in the salon. God damn it. Came all the way up here for nothing. I have to get this game. It looks crazy. It was on my GameFly queue, but today it said not available, so I deleted it. That's one thing I'm not liking about the GameFly thing is I thought GameFly had this huge selection of games that you could rent, and like a lot of ones that like I want to rent, they're not. Like I really wanted to play Truck Driver, and it's not there. So I was just like, well, that kind of sucks.
Great, honey.
Motherfucker, come on. Oh, this is a conference room. Son of a bitch. Wait, he went back to stuffing himself. Fuck, I must have passed him in the fucking dining hall. It's on the other side. To get the quarry soon. It says available medium. I thought a lot of people beat it by now. Yeah, considering that the day after it came out, I was at Video Games Etc. and somebody already traded it in. I was like, son of a bitch. Really? Alright, so he has to be in here. Where the hell is he? Oh man, that looks good. Oh, fuck. Okay, he's not in his room, he's not eating. Where is he? Now we're just playing fucking hide and seek simulator. I think I saw him, unless it was a statue, on the balcony where there was food. Oh fuck, was he on the balcony? I'll go look. Oh yeah, there he is.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment to spare?
Not now, Louis. Please, leave me alone.
I beg your pardon?
I want to be alone.
Very well. I'm only searching for information about the lance of Longinus, the soldier. If you could...
You are not listening to me. You are playing with fire.
I heard you speak to Mr. von Wollner about it, and I was wondering if you could tell me something about it.
That was a private conversation. How could I have known that he was listening to us?
I see what you mean.
Louis, don't push it. Leave while you still can.
Your Eminence, are you all right? Your Eminence, are you with me? Can you turn around, please?
What do you want to know about the Holy Lance, Louis?
Your Eminence, turn around.
This is the weapon used by a Roman centurion on the very day Christ was nailed to the cross.
Look at me.
Longinus thrust his lance in the right side of Jesus.
Please.
As you wish. So, you are looking for the Holy Lance of Longinus, are you?
Oh, not a confrontation. No.
Of course not, Your Eminence.
Come now, Louis. Please don't insult me. It's just a pity that you have no idea why you are looking for it. You are looking for the lance. You should know. You are not the only one. Lord Mortimer has spent a good part of his life and his fortune trying to find it. Never will he let you have it. But tell me, before going any further, have you spoken to anyone else about this?
No, Your Eminence. I thought you'd be the only one able to help me with it.
Your words lack conviction, Louis. If I'm asking you all
Son of a
these
bitch.
things, it's for your own good. You have no reason to lie to me. Louis, you should abandon your project. I say this for your own good. You will only get burned.
Yeah, there is something in the farewell
Lead the lance
that
where it is.
you need to see. That's in the short film as well.
Please excuse me, Your Eminence. I'm in a terrible hurry.
Of course you are. And you won't listen to my advice.
Don't worry about me, Your Eminence. Everything is fine.
That is not the impression you give. Minus one of your limbs.
Wait, is he reacting to my arm at last?
Good luck.
Can I, like, push him off? Possible information, specialist, and sacred text. Alright, so now we gotta get up to the study. right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hate to ask, but I'm confused as fuck as to what the plot to all this is. Right now, we are trying to find the lance of Longinus, the lance that was actually used to stab Jesus while he was on the cross.
Honey,
That's
the
what
remedy
we are
of the
doing
gods.
right now. And I have to find clues about what the lance looks like, because we don't know what it looks like, because I only get one chance to pick one, and if I pick the wrong one, then, you know, if I pick the right one, you know. Oh yeah, isn't there a fucking Carmelite water up here I can use? Oh, there you are. Damn it. Look on the painting over here. Oh, they say it's a myth.
Longinus is holding the Holy Lance in his left hand, and I'll bet he's holding the sponge soaked in holy blood in the other hand. Yes, here we can see that the Holy Lance is represented in the shape of a spear. I better make sure I check this twice. It's a work that dates from the Renaissance. There's nothing to say that it's not based on erroneous elements. But I believe what I read in the letter from Milan addressed to Mortimer. There's every reason to believe that this painting has been modified according to his guidelines to represent the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape. This work is an order from Lord Mortimer. All the details have been conceived with a specific goal in mind. Upon closer examination, you can see that even the style clashes with that of most of the other works in the manor. No, if Mortimer has taken special care as the conception and the exhibition of this painting in his study, in the same way as for the nightmare painting, it must be of some significance. And that is indeed the true shape of the Holy Lance, a spear shape.
Damn it, is there a Carmelite water somewhere? Shit. I mean, not a Carmelite water, a fucking... whatever the fuck that is, I forgot what it's called. Ah, I think I know where one is. There you are. Golden elixir, that's what it is. Alright, I think I have the information I need for the spear. I think I can go pick one now. You, bring me a hand.
Pardon me, monsieur, but I have work to do.
Fuck you then, bitch. Gotta get back out to the garden. Oh, Jason, you like diet sodas. I don't know where you can find it, but I was at my Walmart today, and that DJ or singer or whatever, Marshmello, he came out with a Coke that they came out with Coke and Coke Zero in. It's like watermelon strawberry flavored. So like I got 2 of them today. One, I got 2 in case I liked it, so I'd have another one. But it's not bad. It's kind of like Coke Zero with like watermelon and strawberry in it. It's not bad. So if you can find it, get it, because they do have a zero sugar variant. Okay, back to the garden. I'm getting tired of having to make this fucking trek to the garden, dude. Now, where do I find the spear? That's a good question. Let's start over here. When in doubt, go right.
Flavius Aetius. I remember. He was the Roman general who defeated Attila and his hordes in the terrible battle of the Catalonian plains. Flavius Aetius, the one they call the last of the Romans. He was assassinated by his own emperor, who was jealous of all his victories. But how did he end up here?
Really? That's what you made me stop for? Okay. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That could be it.
This lance has a leaf shape. It is copper rimmed. The symbol of the Christian fish is engraved on the tip. I can see this lance has a spear shape, it is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
But no sacred text.
I can see that this lance has the shape of a boar spear. The blade is partially coated in copper, and I can just make out the symbol of the Eye of Ra engraved on the tip.
Which one is it? See, this one seems too easy. Because it's all guarded by fire and shit. That seems too easy. Artist depictions. Piaggi said it was the shape of a leaf. Oh. I noticed the painting lunges that it had the shape of a spear, which is Mortimer's opinion confirmed. See, the middle one just seems too fucking easy. Okay, hold on. Piaggi said that it's leaf-shaped. Okay. I only get one shot at this. So... See, I want to take this one. This is the one I want to take. Because this right here, this just seems too easy. I mean, it's surrounded by all the fucking fire and shit. It just seems like, hey, pick me. This is it. This right here is leaf shape, which is what Piaggi said, but I think Piaggi's fucking with me now. Let me look at this one again. Just seems too easy though.
I can see this lance has a spear shape. It is copper rimmed, and it has been engraved with the symbol of the Christian fish on the tip.
No, it just seems too easy. But the Christian fish... Man, I think I'm wrong. I've been wrong on a lot of shit in this game, but I think I'm wrong on this one. But I'm gonna take it. It just seems too easy.
I must be sure of my choice. I cannot get it wrong. Am I absolutely sure this is the one to take?
Alright, it says I have it, so hopefully this is right. It just seemed really... It just seems too easy. To make it back to the wharf. Something tells me I ain't making it to that wharf, bro. I got a long ways to get there. I really hope that was the right one, because, like I said, it just seemed a little too easy for me. Just with all that fucking fire and shit, it just seemed like, yeah, this is it. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I've chosen. Okay. I said I did not. I have not found all the clues enabling me to identify the Lantern. I did not find all the copies of the Lantern Longer kept by Lord Mortimer. Okay, I didn't know I had to. But... Alright, let's see. What's this? Logic. What is the one I need for searching shit? Was it this one? No, it was this one. What the hell was it? Diversion, politics, mistakes, conviction, etiquette. Huh. Okay.
I'm already pressed for time as it is. Mother's waiting for me on the wharf.
Something tells me I'm not making it there. But I'm gonna give... Ooh. Yoink.
Golden elixir. Consume without excess.
Maybe I can go in this way and get there quicker. No, I cannot. Ooh. Come on, honey.
Carmelite water.
Damn.
They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
God, I hope this is the last time I have to come to this fucking maze.
You're sticking your nose everywhere again.
Wow. What's the matter with him? Excuse me, monsieur. I don't follow you.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
Why? What are you talking about?
I am talking about what you are doing. This conference is going to boost my career. There is no question of me letting you ruin everything. I just surprised Piaget and Volner talking. You are about to rob Mortimer. Give me what you took from him immediately.
Let's keep calm, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to cut this short, quick. Look, I don't know what you're going on about, and I don't have time for this right now.
Don't bank on getting rid of me so easily.
Oh, God damn it.
Where have you been?
Did Lord Mortimer tell you you could trust me?
Yes, but...
So, I might have disappointed you on the negotiation of your precious cannons, but Lord Mortimer believes I can still be useful. I'm working for him right now, and you're wasting my time with your questions. Look, if he hasn't taken you into his confidence, then you shouldn't know yet.
I'll soon figure out what you are up to. And I am convinced that you have indeed robbed Mortimer. The game is up. Give me what you took from me.
You know, this is becoming an obsession with you.
Show me what you are carrying, or I will call the servants.
Very well. Fair is fair. You've exposed me. Here. This is what I took from him. Look, I'm sorry. I acted on a bizarre impulse.
I don't know either, and frankly, you have disappointed me. That said, it is not as bad as I thought it would be. Right. We'll leave it there.
Oh my god, I
I'm
won one
glad
of these
that things have been
confrontations.
cleared up.
So, are we finished here?
Indeed we are. I shall leave you.
That's right. Go play somewhere else.
See you later, monsieur.
Come on. I have to hurry up and join my mother at the wharf now.
How the fuck did we end up over here? Hey, Piaggi. Oh, where'd Piaggi go? Oh, they're not gonna make it easy for me to get out of this house. See?
Ah, Louis. Perfect timing.
As luck would have it.
Come, my boy. I would like to have a word with you.
Doink.
Excuse me, monsieur. Lord Mortimer is asking for you.
Damn.
Come closer, please. It's time we had a little chat. I wanted you... Oh, no, your hand. Damn it, no. So that's it. She is prepared to use you.
What do you mean?
It wasn't enough for her to lose her hand. She had to make you lose yours, too. I cannot permit this to continue. Louis, it's time you found out the truth. I've been observing you since you arrived. I see you running all over the grounds in the search of Sarah. I would like to prevent her from leading you even further down the wrong road.
The wrong road?
Louis, Sarah has made her own choices of her own free will, and I would like for you to have the same chance. You see, Sarah and I have known each other for a very long time, Louis. I am aware of her theory. About me, about Gregory, about the demons. She's right. Look at me. I have inhabited this body since 1191. For the last 602 years, I have been this dear William Mortimer.
But why me?
Why do I tell you about the greatest secret ever revealed to man?
That's right.
I'm coming to that. Don't worry.
Why should I trust you?
I'm not asking you to, Louis. If you are still in doubt about the demons, I can assure you that won't last long.
How would you qualify your species, scientifically?
Good question. What is your area of expertise?
I would say biology.
So, I would class demons along with parasites.
The comparison's not very flattering. You live inside a host and you feed on that host. Do you not?
A large number of parasites are essential to the survival of their bearer, you know. We do indeed choose a host. We enter inside them, and we evolve with them. But if you prefer a more philosophical approach, or a more poetical one, consider us as an idea. We are an idea that penetrates the human spirit. But in fact, in no way are we a danger for our hosts. Quite the contrary, we strengthen them.
What are the demons' projects for humanity?
Our aim has long since been to protect humanity from itself. On the other hand, although we give them the impulse to succeed, we don't all agree as to the path they take to achieve it.
You've been Mortimer for 600 years? How long have the demons been among mankind?
Oh, I don't think I'd be lying if I said that we have always been here.
If I follow you, you must have witnessed some of the greatest moments in history.
You could certainly say that, yes.
You seem to be fascinated by Christ. You weren't him, were you?
Oh, no, not at all. He was my father, though. Strange as it seems.
I beg your pardon? Am I dreaming? Ugh, please tell me I'm dreaming.
We should have the chance to talk about all that again later,
What the
but...
fuck?
Yes, he was my father. All the mythology surrounding Jesus of Nazareth really stems from my father's prideful need to show himself among men.
And you truly have the power to manipulate the thoughts of men.
That's right. Every demon has the capacity to infiltrate the minds of men and to read and steer their thoughts.
Can you tell me more about your capacities, your supernatural powers?
Supernatural? From my point of view, they are perfectly natural. Well, Louis, just because the monkey does not fly doesn't mean that we should consider the bird a supernatural creature. We are all part of a grand design. We are simply made like this. By developing our art, we are able to read thoughts as well as write in the minds of men. It is possible for us to make them bow to our desire, but it doesn't work without leaving some scars.
And what do you do with this power?
We help them, of course.
And how is it you help men exactly?
Let's just say that without us, man would probably never have left his cave. Fire, the wheel, tools, writing. We are the spark that inspires man to search, to grow, to evolve.
You're the devil incarnate.
The devil? I'm not saying that all Judeo-Christian folklore hasn't served us, but the truth is, of course, something quite different. Please, don't look at us through the primitive prism of religions. I am not hiding any horns or goat's feet, Louis. I have no tail.
Why do you bring up folklore? You mean that you've taken advantage of people's beliefs?
No, not exactly. I mean that we in fact created them from scratch. It is amazing to see how mankind has such a strong need to believe in something superior to itself. It was very instructive for what was to come.
Lucifer, the fallen archangel, left heaven accompanied by 133,306,668 angels. Is it true that there are that many of you?
No, I assure you, Louis. Forget your Bible class. It's ridiculous. We are not angels. We don't have wings. There is certainly nowhere near 1 million of us. And for that matter, no sacred human text represents us correctly. There are several families, and the family to which I belong has 8 siblings, including Gregory and myself.
Sir Gregory is your brother?
Yes, what can I say? You can't choose your family, but it is very difficult to know exactly how many of us there are because a large number of our kind remain hidden or never reveal themselves even to us.
Continue.
Louis, it's time you opened your eyes. Come, you'll soon see.
After you. So, Von Borchert, he was looking for the Al-Azif for you.
Exactly. Al-Azif has always belonged to my family, Louis. And with good reason. My father wrote much of it. Can you tell me what you've done with...
What? You mean the Al-Azif?
No, I already know that. Sarah came here with it and got rid of it. I was thinking of Von Borchert. He isn't essential, but he is a trusted person.
He's a prisoner at our headquarters in Paris.
All right.
Did what happened to Elizabeth Adams have anything to do with you?
Unfortunately, the poor girl became an issue between us, in spite of herself. A family of demons is still a family, and as in all families, there are disputes. Elizabeth's family, the Adams, terms, sending poor Elizabeth here was terribly rude of him, really.
You did
by Gregory and went along with the intention of helping her. But this is my...
Alright, I'm back. Had to get something to eat too. Shit's getting real.
It was you who killed her.
The child was already condemned, Louis. My father would never have let her be.
I had to pass inside her mind and, yes, make her take her own life. Trapped between the unyielding control of my father and your mother's terrible treatments, I wouldn't wish a life like that on anyone. Would you?
So neither my mother nor Peru were ever guilty. You just gave me the runaround with that whole investigation.
Now don't take it the wrong way. I was obliged to keep up appearances so that Gregory wouldn't suspect me. And it enabled me to size you up, Louis.
If you could manipulate us mentally, what's the point of all the theatrics of the conference?
You must suspect that we asked ourselves that very same question. For many centuries, we didn't organize any conferences, and most of the time, it ended in civil war between demons. Many of us were killed during this period. The idea of organizing conferences was the answer to everything. The interest being to erect some rules among ourselves. Our family first divided up all the principal countries of the world. Now, whenever one of us wanted to propose a major change between these countries, they summon the demon in question and initiate a conference. The demon that initiates the proposition doesn't have to give notification of the subject of the conference beforehand. Consequently, we participate along with our best assets. Once the humans are brought together, the conference begins, but we are forbidden to use our talents to influence the participants. The first meeting is held in order to expose the subject to all the participants, followed by several days of reflection, during which we are allowed to be persuasive, but not to impose our will. A second meeting closes the conference with a final vote.
So, for you it's a game, isn't it?
I understand your remark, but after living several centuries, you stand back and enjoy what reflection and pleasure you can. I hope I've answered all your questions, Louis. Come, I've something to show you.
There is one question that remains to be answered. Why me? Why tell me all of this?
Oh, haven't you guessed yet?
My lord, I don't know if I can answer in all honesty.
Please do, Louis. You can say anything to me, believe me.
You must admit, being surrounded by all these servants isn't doing much to relax me.
Oh, forget the servants. They're only here to ensure my safety.
Why? What are you afraid of?
Well, I wouldn't want you to get the wrong idea, Louis. But you have spent your entire life fighting the occult. You have just stolen the Holy Lance from me, and I do happen to be a demon. Do you not realize the power that relic has on a demon?
Well, that's true.
Sarah must have told you, didn't she? Surprises me that you've wasted all this time looking for the lance instead of fleeing.
You know I know, don't you?
Let's say I think you know enough to doubt that you could be persuaded to leave without a reason. Am I right?
The lance is supposed to kill demons, right?
And indeed it can. At least some of them. That's why I've chosen to protect myself. You never know. Just imagine if Sarah wanted to get rid of me through you. Because that's exactly what she wants to do. Isn't it, Louis?
Not that I know of, no.
Not with me, please. Sarah has dedicated her life to hunting us down. We both know her greatest wish is to see me dead. However, she hasn't told you everything, Louis. Look, we are of the gods, Louis. Always have been. You, as much as me, you are one of us, Louis. You too are a demon.
Are you serious?
You know it. Deep down inside, you know I am telling you the truth. Where do you think that natural, charismatic presence comes from? Your talent must already have manifested itself somehow. Have you ever had any visions?
No. Stop it. It's absurd.
Have you never found yourself suddenly inside someone else's body without knowing why?
No.
Whilst asleep, maybe? That's how it often happens the first time.
Oh, shit.
Your spirit wanders unconsciously.
My mother can't have lied to me about that.
It's true. Your real mother would never have lied to you.
What do you mean?
Louis, I would rather you found this out from her own lips, but it's important that you know. Sarah is not your mother.
What?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Louis. But you must know the truth before you commit an irreparable act.
No, no, it's not possible.
You are my son.
What?
Fire! Well. So now you're his bastard. You really took me for a fool. Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I've had to pay for it. You don't know what it's like. He's in your head. He's in your soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
Jack, I've only just found out that I'm his son. You can't hold that against me.
You don't understand. You're already in his clutches. Everything was set up to bring you here and reveal the secret of your birth to you. Open your goddamn eyes! You've always been under his thumb! So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Jack, I can assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jack, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months. And everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through. And you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it. But it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me. You're going to be held accountable, and you will lose everything, starting with your freedom, and then your head.
I told you. I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter. Not too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
To tell you the truth, I don't get much time to ask myself those questions.
Quite right. Best not to react to all this too suddenly. Take some time to think about it all. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's a sound, very faint.
That's right. Concentrate on it. My voice is growing fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
I hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
But it'd be a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I just gave you the option of putting it into practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourselves will know that you are spying and will often react quite violently. It's considered bad form to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
You're right. I need to go now. See you later, Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
It's not that I regret all these discussions, but I must hurry to the wharf.
No! No, Mother!
Louis? It was an accident, I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice. She attacked me. I didn't want to hurt her.
What happened?
I was on the wharf. It was dark. She seemed to be preparing to depart. I moved closer. I wanted us to talk, but as soon as she saw me, she threatened me. I wanted her to explain to me in her own words what had happened to Emma. I had to know what happened, Louis. You understand that, don't you? Is it really for him that you left me, Emily? That's pathetic. Look, he still doesn't get it for crying out loud.
Emma? Bitch. Die, you bitch!
Well, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse. No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess. Come on, man up, Louis. I'm still the same old me. Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes, I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are you feeling?
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
How long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us not insist, then. You yourself weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand, regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself, is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help, and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
But if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. On the other hand, we are eternal. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the demon's point of view, in other words, ours, letting man do as he thinks fit would equate to letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in danger. It has taken centuries for our family to establish relative peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. But some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Are you trying to warn me that I'm in danger?
That, Louis, will be up to you to choose. Most of all, make sure you don't pick the wrong side. William has had all the time he needs to think about this. You do not. I'm sorry to say this, but this first choice might well be of capital importance to your future. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Wait a minute. I want to see something.
I am sorry, sir, but access to this room is not authorized by my master.
Louis, I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You have made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
True. Even so, there is one more thing I haven't told you about her. Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say. Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
I've been given to understand that you have a difficult relationship with your father. Isn't that right?
Let's just say we don't see things the same way. I ended up finding out that there's a world outside the rules he has imposed on us.
It seems you find yourself in the same position that you've placed men. You were told what to do, what to think, and you found it unbearable. Imagine if humanity finds out you secretly direct them. How do you think they'd react?
Your analogy is not without substance. But that's where it ends. Man's main flaw is his willingness to forget and to make the same errors time and again. He can't help it. He is mortal. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to
has
hear
gone
it.
really
They take
fucking off
themselves
the
for
rails,
gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
You really are trying to liberate men.
Of course not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach. Otherwise, man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits. And it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence, but humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are. I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
As we have the power to influence their will, why not impose the desire to live in peace?
We do exactly that, on a regular basis. But a leopard cannot change its spots. When the person that you inspired dies, you have to start all over again with the next one. It's painstaking work, Louis. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
Okay, let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project. To make this happen, I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes. You're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand
I've been
tattooed
found
with
that.
a symbol
Yeah, that
to
was
be sure of his identity.
Dude, you've missed
You'll
so
see
much.
when you're inside him. You'll understand.
I found out I'm
Once
a
it's
fucking
written up,
demon. I'm
just
this
bring it
dude's
back to
son.
me, and I'll send it
Fucking
off
my
immediately.
mother's dead.
All right.
Oh
I'll
man,
take
you've
care
missed
of
so
it.
much. But I'm gonna call it for the night here. I've been on for like 3+ hours, so I'll catch you guys later, or I'll catch you later, Jason, because nobody else is watching. See you later.